watching this video, you just watched the superhero video about the coronavirus, right? And about the different superpowers that has. And we're going to talk about the coronavirus some more today, okay? Before we do that, I need you all to go find some supplies, okay? So wait just a second so you know what supplies to get, and then I'm going to have you pause the video, go grab them, and then come back, okay? So some supplies that you're going to need today is a piece of paper, a pencil, preferably with an eraser, okay? I have a Sharpie or a black marker. You don't have to have that. I just use it so you can see what I'm doing here. Okay, I have some markers. I love to use neon highlighters. It just gives a really awesome effect. Just any kind of markers will be great, or crayons even, any kind of coloring supplies. So I have my color pencils, my paper. You can have any kind of paper, newspaper, paper with holes, lined paper, doesn't matter, just any kind of paper. A pencil, and then coloring supplies. Paper, pencil, coloring supplies. Okay, so you all can now pause the video and go find the supplies. Alright guys, so if you are back, you have paused your video, found your supplies, and now you're back. So I can't wait to get to making art with you today. So we're going to talk about the coronavirus a little bit, and talk about maybe what a virus is, and talk about a virus in a metaphor form, okay? So the coronavirus has been this really scary thing that's been going around all over the world, right? And you all are at home, and you all have chosen to be at home to protect yourself and your families from the coronavirus, which, like in the video, that is a great way to fight the coronavirus, right? But this virus can sometimes be a scary thing for people, and most viruses can be. But when we think about a virus, and we think about a metaphor is a way of speaking that kind of talks about one thing but means something else, right? And it helps us understand something else a little bit better. That's really, really confusing, okay? But let me give you an example, all right? So for me, I'm afraid of cats. So, and cats, like when I see a cat, it just wrecks my world, right? And just like this virus has kind of flipped our world upside down, totally changed everything. You were out of school for 6 whole months, right? It flipped our world upside down. So when we say something is a virus, we say something, sometimes it's not a nice thing to say, right? But we say that it's something that has kind of flipped our world and kind of changed our world and kind of weaseled its way in when maybe we wish it hadn't, right? So we're going to think about that today. And we're going to think about how we can beat that thing in our life that might be a virus to us and a virus to our happiness, right? So when I think, I'm going to close my eyes, and I want you all to do the same. I want you all to think about things that maybe could be a virus in your life. I mean, maybe it is the coronavirus. Or maybe it's something else, like for me, it's cats, which is crazy. But when I see a cat, it really bothers me, and it really makes me scared. And my mind keeps going, and it just weasels its way through, and makes me really just totally not the happy person that I am. So we're going to close our eyes still and think about that thing. That could be a virus or something that's hurting the happiness in your life, okay? All right, guys, so we've had time to think, okay? So I thought about cats, right? I thought about how sometimes my mind wanders a whole lot, and I go really, really fast, and I can't slow my mind down sometimes, right? And that really wrecks my world because I end up being like the Energizer Bunny all over the place, and I can't focus. Or maybe it's something like, something about math, and how math, you have to do it, but it's really, really hard for you, and sometimes it's hard to work that stuff out, right? And it might not be very happy for us, but we still have to do it, right? So I want you all to think about that. I'm going to use cats as my example, okay? So today what we're going to do is we're only going to do part of the lesson today, and tomorrow we're going to finish it, okay? You all are going to start with a pencil, but I'm going to use a Sharpie because when I draw with a pencil, you can't see it on my paper. So I'm going to use a Sharpie. So what we're going to do is we're going to draw a virus, okay? Just like in the video, we've seen pictures of viruses. And each virus, it's so small we can't see it. But when we use a microscope, we can see what they look like, right? Just like here, we might not notice that something's being like hurting our happiness, but whenever we think about it, or we zoom in on that, we can see that it's kind of hurting our happiness, right? So I'm using cats. So what I'm going to do is, you all can follow along with me if you want to for the start. I'm going to start with a circle, because most viruses are circles, okay? And then I'm thinking about the attributes of cats, right? So cats have pointy ears. So think about the thing that you chose, and think about what kind of attributes or qualities, or what does that thing look like, right? So cats have these squirrely tails. So I'm going to use some squirrely tails on my virus. I can't wait to see what you all have chosen to make art about. And this artwork, I'm really hoping that it's going to help you to be able to fight those things in your life that might really bother you, or maybe we can work through it somehow with this artwork. I know it always helps me when I make an artwork about something that is really bothering me. So, okay, I have some squirrely tails. So now I'm going to think about what else. Maybe a reason why I'm afraid of cats is because they have those sharp teeth, right? There's like, you know, they're just so sharp, and they know I'm coming, right? So I'm going to make some sharp teeth type things on mine. Whoops, I kind of messed up on that one, but it's okay. All right, and then I'm going to think about what else a cat has. So they have their little, you know, people call them their little toe beans or whatever. They have the little cute little paws. So what I'm going to do is, on my virus, I'm going to make some paws. All right. All right. And then we're not going to add anything to the background. You're just drawing your virus today, okay? And I've kind of drawn mine a little bit big. Hopefully you'll draw yours a little bit smaller. But if not, it's awesome, okay? Now what you're going to do is you're going to make sure you're using a pencil, okay? I'm going to use a yellow piece of paper. That way you all can see what I'm writing. But you all can just use your paper, flip your paper over, and with a pencil, you're going to write these words and follow along with me. Okay, if you're not finished drawing your virus, you can pause the video and come back to where I am now, okay? But if you're done drawing and you've caught up with me, awesome, we're going to get going, okay? So we're going to go through a few colors. So we're going to write the word color, okay? We're going to make a little chart. Color, item, and meaning, okay? Now this is going to be a little bit weird, but I promise it's going to be awesome, okay? So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to write some colors. So I have orange, blue, black. You don't have to write the same colors as me. You write whatever colors you want to. Let's pick 5 or 6 colors, okay? I'm going to write orange, blue, black, pink, yellow, and I'm going to say green, okay? Now, I'm going to start with orange. And what I'm going to do, if I need to close my eyes to think, I will. But I'm going to think about the world around me, right? And I'm going to think about the color orange. And what do I see around me? That's the color orange, right? Or what do I see a lot of times? It's the color orange. So when I think about that, I think of traffic cones, okay? So under the item column, that's what I'm going to write. I'm going to write traffic cone. Now, I'm going to think about the meaning of a traffic cone. So what's the purpose of that? The purpose of a traffic cone is to make me, when I'm driving, to make me be aware that something different is ahead, right? So, to make aware or cautious. Now, your item might be different, right? So we might think of orange leaves outside during the fall. Or we might think of this orange marker, right? Or even an orange flower. Or maybe you have an orange cat. I cannot get cats off my mind today. So there's all different kinds of things that are orange. So what is that? What item do you have or thing do you have around you that is orange, right? And what's the meaning of that? Or how does that thing make you feel? So we're going to keep going. So when I think of blue, I think of rain / tears, okay? And then I think of sad, right? And you all don't have to write the same things as me. Remember that, okay? If you need to pause the video to do this, go ahead and do that, okay? I have my examples, and I'm going to use this to color my virus, okay? So after you have finished the chart, if you haven't finished, go ahead and pause the video. All right, guys. So after you finish your chart, what you're going to do is then you're going to color your virus, okay? And you're going to use this chart as kind of a cheat sheet to help you kind of pick the colors that you need. So we're not coloring the background. We're only going to color the virus today. The background is going to be something different for tomorrow, okay? So when I think about this virus, it's a cat, right? It's a cat virus. I'm even going to name it, and I'm going to write it kind of small. I'll name it Catalina virus, okay? So, but when I think about this virus, and I think about cats, right? Cats make me scared, so I might use black. Right, because I wrote scared down for black. And I might use some blue, because it really makes me sad that I don't like cats. I wish I did, they're kind of cute sometimes. And then I might also use orange, because when I see a cat, I'm very cautious, right? So I have orange, black, and blue, okay? So, I'm not going to use yellow, because cats don't make me very happy, right? I'm not going to use green because I'm not chill whenever I see a cat, right? And I don't really love cats. I wish I loved them, right? So I'm not going to use pink. So you're going to color your virus with the colors that kind of mean things for you, okay? And tomorrow we're going to talk about how we can beat the virus and how we can we can have superpowers against the thing that is hurting our happiness, okay? And I cannot wait to help you all grow past this through our artwork. So have a wonderful time making, and I will see you all tomorrow. Have a great day.